Have your parents ever done something to make you hate them?
You are watching Hashtag with Saad Tasleem.
So one of the questions I get quite often is that a person says to me that they grew up loving and adoring their parents, but they recently found out that their parent does something, perhaps a sin, that caused them to have feelings of hatred towards them. Now, first of all, there's certain things that I'm not talking about in this video. That's the exception. Certain cases where that hate may be warranted and requires action. Cases of abuse, physical or sexual abuse. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about when a parent commits a sin, they do something that lowers them in our eyes. So what do? Look, we have to focus on their goodness. And remember that we all make mistakes. We all commit sins. And if our life was exposed and we were put under the microscope, people would see all types of things about us, and many people would hate us. And try to sympathize with your parents. I know you're not a parent, but one day, inshallah ta'ala, you may be a parent. And imagine that your child catches you doing something, or they see a sin from you. Would you want them to turn from loving you to hating you because of this one sin? Obviously not. So looking past the faults of our parents, focusing on the goodness in our parents, because you know what? Our parents have made a lot of sacrifices. And if we just paid attention to all the goodness that they have in them and all the sacrifices that they've made, we would be eternally grateful to our parents. From the very birth, our parents make so many sacrifices. And this is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after ordering us to worship Him, the next thing Allah orders us with is to be good to our parents. وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. That your Lord has decreed that you worship none but Allah, and then you be good to your parents. And the scholars mention how the proximity of the two issues shows us the importance of being good to our parents despite their flaws. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Until next time, inshallah ta'ala, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.